نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وبه قال حدثنا يحيى بن بكير قال حدثنا الليث عن قيل عن ابن شهاب عن عروة بن الزبير عن عائشة رضي الله تعالى عنها أم المؤمنين رضي الله عنها أنها قالت: أول ما بدي به رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من الوحي الرؤيا الصالحة في النوم، فكان لا يرى رؤيا إلا جاءت مثل فلك الصبح. Respected listeners, the week passes by very quickly. Very rapidly, week just goes, and the time is flying. Friday comes, and all of a sudden we find another Friday. We give that's on Tuesday. Tuesday comes, then all of a sudden next Tuesday is there. Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed us a time will come when a year will be like a month, and a month like a week, and a week like a day, and a day like an hour. This is the sign of the nearness of the Qiyamah. We should make a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that in this day and age, when there are fitness around us, to give us a tawfiq that we connect ourselves with our Creator. Believe me, if we connect ourselves with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then He will not let us fall into any fitna. It's guaranteed. And how we can connect ourselves with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Keep one thing in your mind. Your mind will agree with me. Through ulama kiram. And alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah, I'm talking about Leeds. So many ulama kiram are here. With which alim you are comfortable, please attach yourself with the alim. Inshallah, the ulama kiram, because they are the inheritors of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they will give you the correct guidance, and inshallah you will end up being connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Today's hadith of Bukhari is the third hadith. And in this hadith, Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, the mother of all the believers, she relates how the divine inspiration began, the Wahy began. The Muhaddithin, they raise a question here. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha relating something about Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when she was not even born. She is relating something about Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam of a time when she wasn't here in this dunya, she wasn't born. And what she relates, listen to this. She says, the beginning of Nabuwwat was in the form of true dreams. As she mentions here, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to see a dream which used to come true like a bright daylight. Meaning, at night he used to see a dream, and next day the very same thing used to happen. Whatever he saw in the dream, next day he would find it would happen. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala wasn't even born then. when he used to see these dreams, 6 months before he became prophet, 6 months before he became prophet, our Prophet ﷺ used to see dreams. And every day he would see a dream, and next day, whatever he saw last night in a dream, it happened. So he says this was the beginning of the Nabuwwat. Now the question is, there's a hadith of Prophet ﷺ, dreams, true dreams are part of Nabuwwat. They are part of the prophethood. Now the question is, are those dreams of Prophet ﷺ which he used to see before he became prophet, are they also part of Nabuwwat? This is a question that could occur in someone's mind. Our Prophet ﷺ mentioned the dreams are portion of Nabuwwat. They are part of Nabuwwat. So they say, if this is the hadith, what about the dreams of Prophet ﷺ which he saw before he became prophet? The ulama, they say, our Prophet ﷺ was declared Nabi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala well before the birth of Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. Before Adam was born, our Prophet ﷺ, by Allah, he was declared as Nabi. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam hadith says, I was a Nabi, meaning I was declared as being a Nabi by Allah when Adam was not even born. So therefore, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, those dreams which he used to see before his Nabuwwat, they are also declared as the part of Nabuwwat. Now there's a hadith of, as I said, this hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, يَبْقَى مِنَ النَّبُوَّةِ إِلَّا الْمُبَشِّرَاتِ. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying in a hadith, there is nothing left from Nabuwwat except al-Mubashirat. The companions of Prophet ﷺ, they asked the Prophet of Allah, what are Mubashirat? He said, Mubashirat are true dreams of a believer. Either he sees himself a dream or another person sees a dream about him. Now from this hadith, لم يبقى من النبوة إلا المبشرات. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, nothing remains in the future from Nabuwwat except the true dreams. You know, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani, what does he prove from himself from this hadith? He says, look, even Prophet ﷺ, he said that the dreams are part of Nabuwwat. So therefore, if I'm claiming to be a prophet, what's wrong with it? Prophet ﷺ said there's the dreams are part of Nabuwwat. So if I'm claiming to be a prophet, so why are you denying it? Why are you denying it? If Rasulullah ﷺ himself said that the dreams are part of Nabuwwat, so that meaning there is Nabuwwat is there, some part of Nabuwwat is still there. So if I'm claiming to be a prophet, what's wrong with it? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve the ulama ikram and those who have passed away. Just this week, one of the great alim of Pakistan, Hazrat Allama Adil Khan rahimahullah, was martyred in Pakistan. Make a dua for all the ulama, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them. And those who have gone into the rahmat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may Allah raise their ranks. And those who are alive, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them. They say, no sane being will say, if a part of something is somewhere, nobody will say that full thing is there. Let me give you an example. If someone say that our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's blessed hair is somewhere, are you going to say our Prophet ﷺ is there? Or if somebody says a nail of a person is with me, are you going to say that that person is with you? Nobody's going to say. If a part of a machine A screw, if somebody says, this certain machine which has been invented and has come into the market, I have its screw or one part. Is anyone going to say he has the full machine? No. Similarly, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, the Nabuwwat, dreams are part of Nabuwwat. It does not mean the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after him there is a Nabuwwat. So Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani, he is deceiving people, vulnerable people, by saying, he has written books and his followers are still there. They are very active. Maybe we are sleeping, but they are not sleeping. They are very active and they are working hard. And this is how they are deceiving our young ones. And they fall into their deceptions. And they start believing Qadianis. And when someone believes Qadianis, he becomes a kafir. He is the worst kafir on the earth. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, Aisha radiallahu anha said, the beginning of the Nabuwwat was with dreams. And let me say something about the dreams here. Through dreams, remember one thing, through dreams, we cannot add anything into Shariat, into our deen. Somebody on the basis of a dream, if he says, I saw this dream, so I can add this into my deen. No, you can't. Dream, there can only be a glad tidings, good news, or a warning. And our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, sometimes in the dream there is input of shaitan. And sometimes a person sees dreams which at daytime he had something in his mind, he was thinking of his mind, there was something in his mind and that came in the dream. So these two dreams, they're nothing. But there is one dream which is a true dream, which is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah, who is known as the Ra'isul Awliya, the shaitan. How shaitan deceives people. Sometimes, he deceives people through the dreams. Sometimes he whispers in our minds, in our hearts. Because he has taken an oath from day one that he will be going to Jahannam and he wants to take us to Jahannam. And he's working very hard and he's running in our body like a blood. And Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah, who was known as the Ra'isul Awliya, the chief of all the awliyas, the friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At one night when he was reading the Tahajjud prayer, and all of a sudden what he sees is light everywhere. And from the light he hears a voice saying, "Oh Abdul Qadir, you have pleased us. You have pleased us. And so from now on, there is nothing further on you. You don't have to offer the prayers. You don't have to fast in the month of Ramadan. You don't have to give zakat." Because he was a true wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He sensed it straight away. He said, "Oh you enemy of Allah." He straight away sensed this is shaitan. This is shaitan who's playing with me. He's saying no fard on you, no namaz, no prayer on you. When prayer is obligatory, it's the pillar of Islam. Even our Prophet had to offer the prayer. The Sahaba Ikram had to offer the prayer. Who am I that he is saying that there's no prayer upon you, you don't have to pray? He said, you are shaitan, you are enemy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then after a while, then there was a more light in the room. And then he said, he hears a voice, your knowledge saved you. Your knowledge, oh Abdul Qadir, I attacked you first, and through that attack, I destroyed many people. But your knowledge saved you. Again here, look at the shaitan's deception, how he was deceiving Abdul Qadir Jilani. He said, your knowledge saved you. Meaning, he was trying to takabbur and kibr and arrogance in his heart. Oh, look, my knowledge saved me. He straightway sensed that shaitan is playing with me. He said, no, oh you enemy of Allah. My knowledge didn't save me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved me. So we learn another lesson from here. That is, whenever we are around, when we are somewhere where we are surrounded by sins, things that there are possibility we can fall into sin, then turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will find the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala right in front of your eyes. So, shaitan sometimes through the dreams, he comes and plays with our iman, with us. So through dreams, we cannot change and abolish any hukum of Allah, any hukum of deen. There was this Qazi, a case came to him, and he looked at both parties' case, and he studied the case, and he made the verdict for one party. And then he said, I'll delay, and tomorrow I will let them know what the verdict is. At night he saw a dream, and in the dream he sees Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And remember, when someone sees a dream of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Shaitan cannot come in my form and say, I am Nabi. If someone sees me in his dream, then really has seen me. So this Qazi, he sees a dream at night, and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says to him, look, the decision you have made, don't give that decision, give this decision which I'm giving you. When he woke up and he pondered over what he made a decision and the decision of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he found the decision I made last night is according to Shariat, and the decision I have received from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam dream is not according to Shariat, it's contrary to Shariat. Now he was worried. The judge was worried. What shall I do? He contacted the Khalifa of the Waqt, of the time, and he said, this is what happened to me. Last night I saw Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the party came, and there was this case, and I made a decision that, and there was a decision of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in dream. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to me, no, you implement my decision, not yours. But when I pondered over it, the Sharia is saying what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to me in dream is against that. Sharia, it's not according to Sharia, and what I've made a decision, this is according to Sharia. So the Khalifa said, gather all the ulama ikram and ask them. So all the ulama ikram were gathered, they were asked to come, and the dream was related to them. And the Qazi, the judge, he said, look, this is what happened to me, I have made a decision. All the ulama ikram, they agreed that yes, you have to implement the decree and the decision of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam which you saw in the dream. Because Rasulullah Shaitan cannot come in the form of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the dream. But there was one alim who stood up, who was the mujaddid, the reformer of his time, Allama Izzuddin bin Abdul Salam. He stood up. He said, no, you have to go according to the decision which is in accordance with the Shariat, not the one you saw in the dream. I'll take all the sin upon the burden on my shoulder. I'll take everything on my shoulder. Don't implement the dream of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam here. I'll implement your own decision, because your decision is according to the Shariat. And what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to you in the dream is not according to the Shariat. I'll take all the guna. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his lifetime, what he has left for us, that is Shariat for us. Through the dream, there are many possibilities. A person, maybe in the dream you may have forgot something. Dream is dream and Shariat is Shariat. Because of dream, you cannot go against Shariat. So then the Khalifa said, yes, he is right. You have to implement your decision which is according to Shariat. So dreams, they are only a glad tidings, or they are warnings. And a Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he instructed us, when you see a dream, don't go around telling everyone. Don't tell everyone, I've seen this dream. Only tell the dream to those who are scholars, wise people, sensible people. Because what happens when you mention a dream, when you mention the dream to someone and the person gives the interpretation, then it happens. Keep this in your mind. Then it will happen. This man came to Ibn Sirin. Allama Ibn Sirin, he was the horse. But what happened? he didn't go to Imam Ibn Sirin, he just went to someone and he said, I've seen this dream last night. And he said, well, what's going to happen? You're going to fall from a horse. And it happened. He fell and broke his leg. When Imam Ibn Sirin found out this person saw this dream, you know what he said? He said, had he come to me, I would have given him the interpretation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the hukumat of East and West. But unfortunately, he didn't come to me. He just went to someone who wasn't expert in this field. So therefore, he had to fall and broke his leg. So you imagine, he did broke his leg. He fell from the horse and he broke his leg. So always, when you see a dream, don't go to anyone. Only the ulamas or someone who is your well-wisher, go to him and tell him, because read to protect you from the mischief of this dream. And second one, this is a bit hard. This is hard to wake up and do wudu and offer two rakahs. There's an easier method as well. That is that if you see a bad dream, and you woke up, all you do, you don't have to wake up and go do a wudu and read 2 rakat nafal. All you have to do, you don't even have to get up